beautiful, amazing souls coming live to you from Rochester, New York in the park, in the Seneca Park Zoo Park. I was out and about, but because I had already said that I was going to come to do the live today, I didn't want to keep missing out on the information that I have for all of you, because it is crucially important for you to know what's happening in the coming weeks, in the coming months. I am your host, your one and only, Magda Annette Soto, aka Aunt Maggie, your humble servant, your humble sister, your humble friend. Here to encourage you and inspire you to become an upgraded version of yourself, to become better, to look at things in a different perspective. Because it's just like a good author said, change the way you look at things so the things you look at start to change. And when you have that mindset of looking at things in different perspective, your whole life shifts for better. Your whole life turns for the better. Because I'm going to tell you guys a little something, a little secret. I said I was coming back from the chaos that I have experienced. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, my love. Because I have experienced a numerous of things that I can truly tell you that God has been with me through and through all of it, right? So, I'm sorry. See, I'm doing things manually. I don't have I knew I had to do this, but I also had to leave the house really quickly because I had to go buy certain things. I just didn't know that Walmart was going to be so packed. So please forgive me. But coming back to the topic, I've experienced a numerous of things that I've known through and through that God has been with me. And how do I know that God was with me? Well, because first of all, when you start to encounter problems in your life and you start to feed the negative thoughts, you know right there and then that that is not God speaking to you. When you start to think about how am I going to get through this, and you start to doubt the journey that the Lord has put you through, it does something. Thank you for the stars, my love. It does something to your soul, right? So I had to learn the hard way. And I had to learn the hard way by going through that journey and knowing that the journey I was in doesn't define who I am. And the destination that I was going is not the purpose that I was put in this world for. So it is now that I'm starting to listen to God's voice. I'm starting to experience wonderful things. And the question that I had asked one person, because sometimes not a lot of us know God's voice. And one thing that I had asked in church, I said, well, how do I know it's God that's speaking to me? Or how do I know what he wants me to do? And they said, go to the Word. How do I know that what I'm thinking is not the right thing I'm thinking? Go to the Word. Everything was going to the Word. And today was a good topic because they were talking about finance and how sometimes we are cursed. It was a curse for us to be in poverty in this world. God never intended us to live in poverty. Okay? God never intended us for us to go through all of these trials and tribulations that we're going through now. It's been Satan cursed us for us to go through that, But here in this world, in these times right now, there are more people who are listening to the enemy than they're listening to God. But it's okay, because they said that those who follow Christ and those who believe will be persecuted. But Jesus was persecuted. So those who automatically are believers are going to suffer the things of the world. But you know what? 365 times in the Word it says, do not be afraid. The things that are coming now, starting July, they're already speaking about it. And this is what I wanted to talk to you guys about. The chip, the mark of the beast, is already here. La Tóxica. Hello, my love. The mark of the beast, it's already here. I had released a YouTube video on how Elon Musk, already finding people to put that chip in their brain. And the lies that he tells you, the lies that he's putting out there for people to encounter that, it's pretty sad. Because those who do not have the knowledge of the word, again, they will perish. They will follow the lies and they will praise him for it. Because guess what? He's saying that's going to be a cure for a brain disease, a cure for disability, a cure for people who are in a wheelchair. So you see, it sounds good. It sounds good, right? But it's all a lie. Because if you get that mark of the beast, it is also written that there's no forgiveness of that. And the wrath of God, because the rapture is coming. It's coming. It's so close. And we will experience it in this generation. Because it is getting closer and closer. Okay? The World War III is getting closer and closer. These people from China had been busted for spying on national securities. Why are they spying on us? Is the question to ask. Because they want to know our every move. They want to know what it is that we are going to do, what kind of missiles, what kind of stuff we got over here in the United States, so that they can have it easily come and attack us, right? It's going to be some scary times. Also, I wanted to say, this FedNow, there's going to be a Cash App. Because Cash App, all of a sudden, the creator of Cash App had passed away. That's not a coincidence, guys. These are not coincidences. Hollywood is being exposed of all these robots that they're doing, cloning the artists, killing the real artists, cloning them, and putting them as robots. I saw yesterday also an article that I was researching, and these robots, guess what? They have skin now. Skin that you can puncture and destroy, and they can recuperate all over again. Do you remember the movie Terminator? Oh yeah, that movie Terminator is about to be real life, here and in color. The AI, the chat of the AI, you know that AI stuff that we got going on? They're going to turn on us. All these robots are going to turn on us. It's going to be hell breaking loose, okay? But if you're not equipped and you're not prepared of what's about to happen and how to have the solution, and I have the solution. But hi, my love. Hi, Mabel. I have the solution. It was sent to me personally from the people I have a mentor. His name is Kevin Tredone. You might want to look him up. He's got some important things that he's releasing, because the recession, this global recession that we're going through right now, it's happening, and it's happening very quickly. Okay? AI, robots, all this stuff are going to be replacing us, so that we lose our jobs. There's no longer gonna be jobs. And another thing, it's so much I want to say, but I'm only limited to say what I can hear because of the internet of nature that I'm in. But don't worry, guys. I'm going to have this all proven to you, because people like to see better than they hear. It's all proven to you. And when I get home tomorrow at my 8 o'clock live, I'm going to show you proof of everything that's happening, because I have it all on my phone. But when I get home in my computer, I can show you all these things. I can let you hear the messages and everything that's about to happen. It's about to happen fairly soon. In fact, they're saying it's about to happen in July. The money dollar, Armandito, ¿cómo estás, mi amor? Los chavos, el dinero del peso, the money dollar will no longer be valid. It's going to disappear. They want the whole United States, the whole world, to be one currency. Okay? And what about the people who are not knowledgeable about the internet, to use currency, to use Bitcoin, and all this other stuff that's going on? Okay? And that currency is a way to push the chip on us, humanity. But this is why I come here, and I'm going to be coming every day, because we need to get together in prayer, have a prayer chain. We need to come together as people and humanity to stand together and fight for what's coming. Because you know what? The government is the government because of us. They have the positions that they have because of us. Okay? And they want to destroy us so that they can have more say. And they want to have dummies and little mannequins that they can control. But if you don't wake up and open your eyes to what's really happening, you're going to be lost. You're going to be lost in the sauce. And then there's not going to be any solution unless you grab someone who is about to shift their entire life and do what is being told, because the warning is there all around us, but we're too distracted to realize what's truly happening. We don't want to believe it because we don't believe something unless we see it. And that's our problem. But the warnings are all over the internet. The warnings are all over the internet. So now my question to you is, yo te lo explico en español, no te preocupes. Que lo que viene no viene nada bueno, es lo que estoy diciendo, papá. Lo que viene, ya van a quitar el dinero, el papel del dinero, lo van a quitar porque quieren poner el currency, el coin, y se va a llamar Fed Now. Fed Now, porque ya no va a existir Cash App, no va a existir dinero, no va a existir nada. Entonces van a convencerte para que hagas eso, para entonces empujarte la marca de la bestia, que viene siendo el chip que va en la cabeza o en la mano. But they're gonna make it so lovable and so amazing that you're gonna be like, okay, that's convenient, but don't fall for the trap. Don't fall for the trap. Remember, Satan is the God of all lies. He came to destroy, divide, and conquer. Okay? But he has not won the battle because Jesus already fought that. And he won. So, but he's going to try to take all the lives he can before Jesus comes and picks his people. Comes and gets his people. Some people are just going to start disappearing and you're not even going to know why. And guess what? They're gonna blame that on the aliens. Los extraterrestres. La gente se van a desaparecer sin tú darte cuenta y van a echarle la culpa a los extraterrestres. Porque ya eso está impuesto, ya está, toda esta información ya está en el internet. Pero nosotros estamos tan distraídos en cosas que no tienen sentido, que nos matan el tiempo para poder abrir los ojos bien y decir, contra aquí hay algo. No hacemos preguntas. Nosotros nos dejamos guiar y nos dejamos convencer así porque así. We don't have questions. We're not aware. They convince us on things to make it look pretty. And because we want to be submissive, I guess, we fall for the trap. But don't fall for the trap. Look into it. Look into things. Ask questions. Before you do something, make sure it is something that agrees with you and it's in agreement with the Lord. Bring it to the Lord. You don't have to be in church. You don't have to be religious to have a relationship with your higher power. Because in these times, you're going to need him more than you ever needed anyone in your life. Okay? Especially if you have family, you have kids. You might want to look into having a relationship with the higher power, with your God, of your understanding, before something happens to your kids. Look at right now what's going on in the school. The schools, they have an after-school program, a satanic after-school program, teaching our kids about Satan. Okay? Do you see what's going on? Do you see this? Are you aware that this is happening? Like, I told my niece this, and she's like, oh my God, my nephew's not going on 3. She says, I'm thinking about homeschooling my child. It's scary times. These are some scary times. And if you're not equipped and you're not linked with the right people who are going to guide you to a solution or a better way, you're going to be left behind. And so I made it my purpose today because the Lord spoke to me very heavily today at church. And he said, what's going on with you? Why aren't you doing the lives? Why aren't you telling my people to have a relationship with me? Why aren't you telling my people what's coming? You have a lot of knowledge, but you don't say it. And I'm going to tell you why I don't say it. Because sometimes I have a hard time explaining all I know. There's a lot more that's going on that I'm going to be releasing tomorrow at 8 o'clock. And I urge you, please spread the word, because the more people are aware and the more people that know what's going on and what's happening in the month of July, remember, we only have 3 weeks left. Okay? The more people can gather and we can be safe. We can find solutions to these problems that are going to be so problematic that you're not going to have food to eat. okay? Vaccinations they putting in the food. Pills they putting in the food. They're finding ways to destroy us, okay? But we're not even aware. But I'm going to bring proof because a lot of us won't believe anything unless we have some proof. And the proof is in the pudding, like they used to say. And I'm going to bring it to you tomorrow. But please spread the word. Spread the word because the more people that know about this, the more people we can save, okay? And it's not, you reap what you sow. If you can do that kindness, that act of kindness, you're going to reap something very good. So don't keep the information to yourself, okay? Don't do it for me because it's not for me. It's for the people to get awareness, to open their eyes, to have a solution and a plan in place before this happens, okay? And I'm not saying this to make you fearful. I'm just giving you a warning. It's like a warning, breaking news, okay? So I didn't mean to be here this long. Tomorrow at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Por favor, vengan. Please, come and watch the live. Porque mañana yo voy a presentar pruebas, video, retrato, todo. Todo lo que viene, que me han mandado, yo lo voy a presentar aquí. Porque la gente no cree a menos que ellos no vean. ¿Ve? So yo te los voy a presentar en color, pero mañana a las 8. Nos vemos. Dios me los bendiga. Remember to be kind to one another. Help one another out because you reap what you sow. And always, 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 if you believe, you can achieve. And this is the time where we need to all get together and start believing. Okay? So I see you guys tomorrow. I love you. God bless you. Good night.